Enjoy the best catch of the day. Take a relaxing stroll along the Embarcadero. Discover food, wine, and local culture by the bay, Morro Bay, California. Come on, let's dine out along the road. Every town, every city has its hot spots and hidden gems. Join us as we travel the back roads and the main highways, sharing the untold stories behind the food, drink, culture, and notable people that make up these unique treasures. Come on, let's dine out along the road. 1, 2. Located on the Embarcadero, our first stop is Giovanni's Fish Market. Here you'll find a 15-foot menu, live crab tank, and a line of hungry fans. In the business for 3 decades, this family-owned and operated establishment has long become synonymous with fresh quality seafood, available in the well-stocked fish market or to be enjoyed in the popular adjoining patio, famous for its fish and chips and award-winning clam chowder. Hey, Gio, you got the Gibraltar of the Pacific. Pacific Ocean's your storefront. I mean, how beautiful and spectacular is this?
You know, every day I come to work, I just feel so lucky because I get to look out the window and see that, and it's just like, I get to work here. How cool is that?
It's amazing. Your family has a tremendous legacy here, too, when it comes to the water and fishing. It's kind of in your DNA, isn't it?
Yeah, true story. I was actually in a fish market when I was 1 day old. My dad was out fishing, and my mom was running the fish market. He comes back in, there's a sign on the door that says, "Gone to have a baby, be back tomorrow." He hauls it to the hospital just in time to cut the cord. Next day, true story, I'm in a wooden fish box with blankets in the back of the fish market.
Oh, wow. You can get your fish anywhere in the country in virtually a day, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty, and that's what makes Giovanni special, because we've got this hoist, we've got the boats that come in, we're unloading fish almost every day from the local fishermen. We're cutting out the middleman, and we're taking the fish right from the boats to the consumer, and that's what makes us special. And then through our website, you can get the fresh fish delivered anywhere in the USA overnight.
Yeah, it's amazing. So whether you're in Reno, Nevada, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Fresno,
Manhattan,
New
anywhere.
York.
You want a live Morro Bay Dungeness crab, you get on the website, giovannisfish.com. We send it out to you. It's on your door tomorrow. No minimum order. It's super cool.
On any given day, what kind of fish are coming in off the dock in those boats?
Anything from calamari, California calamari, local pink shrimp, Dungeness crab. That's the beauty of Morro Bay. We get so many different things. We're coming into swordfish and tuna season. We'll have shark, we'll have tuna. We get halibut right now. White sea bass are just exploding outside the rock. In the spring, we'll get salmon, wild king salmon. So we get that whole beautiful blend of all those different fish, and they all kind of just happen at different times of the year.
That comes out of that boat into that restaurant.
Doesn't get any
instantaneously. I mean, is that
as fresh
amazing?
as it gets.
Yeah. I think that's one of the best kept secrets about your business is that restaurant, the fresh fish, the great food. Is there a couple of things there that you're just really proud of that you're making every day?
I mean, hey, our fish and chips, you just can't beat them. We've been making the same way since 1985. Our clam chowder, we won the cook-off 7 years in a row. We're excited about that.
Wow.
Local snapper sandwiches. We grill up the snapper, make a nice sandwich. Our calamari and chips. I mean, people stand in that line, you wouldn't believe it, 40 minutes just to get a fish and chips and a beer here.
Yeah,
so
it's amazing.
We should definitely go try
Let's
those.
try that.
Right,
yeah. Gio, this looks amazing.
We've got our fresh local snapper sandwich,
Wow.
which is one of my very favorites.
Yeah, let's try this.
Fresh local caught red snapper, grilled to perfection. I like it because it's not heavy, it's not fried, it's delicious.
Wow.
That's a good one right there. Our calamari, this one is a winner. Everybody likes this. Tubes and tentacles, this is fresh local Morro Bay calamari. We grill it up, serve it with our homemade cocktail sauce.
Oh,
Something special.
that's delicious. That is
Good
really, really good.
Fish and chips, our staple.
Yeah, that's what you know. It's your signature thing, right?
That's why you come to Morro
Yeah,
Bay, right?
that's
We
right.
want to have fish and chips.
Yeah, gotta put a little lemon on this, right?
Fresh Alaskan cod, batter fried in our homemade tempura with our house-made tempura sauce, or tartar sauce.
Wow.
Kind of a
That's
special
awesome.
thing. This is what people come for.
Oh, my God.
Our fish tacos.
Fish tacos,
I mean,
yeah.
south of the border,
Another
let's bring
signature.
it to California. Again, our fresh cod, deep fried or grilled, depending on how you like it.
A little salsa.
Our salsa verde.
Homemade. I saw the guys making it back
Chopping
there.
it in the back, right?
Wow.
A little cilantro, avocado, little cabbage, little crema, some fresh tomatoes.
Little homemade corn tortilla.
Absolutely.
Wow, that is outstanding. How many of these you make a day?
A lot.
Really?
I don't even know how many. Many.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Maybe thousands.
Probably not thousands.
Millions.
At least, no. Billions.
Fresh clams, perfectly cooked potatoes, and this little bowl of loveliness. Dip all over this delicious buttered toasted bread. Wow. That's ridiculously good clam chowder. Right here in Morro Bay, California. Delicious. We discovered House of Juju in Clovis, California during season 2, and now they're at it in Morro Bay. The second restaurant opened by owners Scott and Julie Glenn, this waterfront eatery stays true to the House of Juju tradition by serving up their signature burgers, sliders, homemade dipping sauces, and a few coastal additions. Scott and Julie, you know how much I love your restaurant in Clovis, right?
Yes.
Morro Bay, come on, that $1 million view.
Oh,
It's
man.
often when we have to come work here, you know?
Well, we traveled over here a lot with our family throughout the years, 4th of July especially, camping and all that kind of stuff. So it became really like a heartfelt place for us, a spiritual place for us.
Yeah.
And we saw this building was open and available, kind of like at Clovis, you know, it was a wild hair. We went for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're having fun here.
You got Madison here, who's the person
Number
who
one
created your
grandbaby.
name, right?
Yes, Madison is our oldest grandchild, and when I found out I was going to be a grandma, I thought, gosh, I don't want to be called grandma. Not yet. So like our kids came up with Juju. A friend of mine years ago called me Juju, and so Juju has stuck.
What's different here in terms of the cuisine, too, and the food that you're serving?
Oh my gosh, well hopefully you're going to see that real soon, but we do have seafood. So our menu is exactly the same as Clovis. We stood true to what we do. We offer a healthy flair of food. No fryers, believe it or not, we do not have fish and chips. But we are in Morro Bay, we are by the ocean, so we do have an amazing selection. We have shrimp tacos, fish tacos, we have a Annie Bonnie red snapper burger, and we have Scott's famous clam chowder.
Oh.
It's his own recipe. It's really, really good.
Awesome. I want to try some of that, Scotty. Yeah. Oh, this looks amazing. This looks awesome. Little avocado.
Oh yeah, and that little bite to that taco sauce, it's our homemade sauce as well. Little bite to that.
Another family recipe
Yeah.
and a little twist on clam chowder, right?
Yes, it's an old-fashioned style recipe that does not contain a cream.
What's the extra ingredient in there?
Well, our starter at the base is bacon.
Wow. The bacon just permeates this entire dish. The shrimp is just a really brilliant little idea. Kicks that chowder up to a whole different level. That's fantastic. That's brilliant. That's a really, really good clam chowder.
I'm glad to hear that.
Scotty and Jude, this looks like a seafood feast right here. A little different version on fish and chips without the fryer, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
So the tartar sauce on that one was made by our son Justin in Clovis.
That fish is cooked to perfection. It's tender and soft and savory.
Red snapper.
That is delicious.
Yeah, we really wanted to stay true to what we do. When we first started this, people told us that if we didn't do the fish and chips, we wouldn't make it. And what we found is that the locals are very excited to have something different. The people, the community, it's an amazing community. The restaurants here are fabulous. But to have something that's not fried as an option, there are only a few of us down here that do that.
It's always great to see you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
guys.
Thank you, Scotty.
Missy.
Thank you,
There you go.
Madison.
Cheers.
Thanks, Madison.
Quaint and whimsical, Coalesce Bookstore has become a downtown must-stop for locals and tourists alike. Whether it's to skim through the store's wide variety of books or browse around its eclectic selection of gifts, Coalesce offers something for everyone, including a wedding chapel nestled in the backyard garden paradise. Intimate and artistically designed, this little treasure hosts it all, from weddings and concerts to book signings and workshops. So nice to meet both of you. You know, I know what the Webster's definition of Coalesce is, but why did you name it that way?
I liked the concept. Bringing different things together. people together, books together, activities, lives together, what people are thinking and doing. I love doing it in a small community.
Well, I've had experience where I'm out and about in the community and someone say, hey, can you order me such and such a book? I go, sure, it'll probably be in Friday. I'll get you on the, I mean, that's kind of, that happens.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the story of this
The
beautiful
story of
bookstore.
Coalesce?
Yes, tell us.
Well, I opened the bookstore in 1973 with a partner who has since passed away, but in many ways I feel like my partner Janet and I will always sort of have joint custody of Coalesce. For me, Ray, it's always been a lot more than exchanging books for money. Really, the basic thing that we're interested in is that business of books that touch lives, that grease the gears, that have a spirit and a worth to them, that we want to have. Those are the books we want to have mostly on our shelves.
Yeah.
And in the last few years, there's been a huge shop local movement. We have a little saying at Coalesce, it's buy local or bye-bye local. We've been blessed from the beginning with the chapel. So here, we are free to do all kinds of things. We do lots of weddings in the chapel, 3 or 4 a week on the average. We do memorial services. We do music here. We've had Eric Anderson, Chris Hillman, who was with the Byrds and the Flying Burrito Brothers,
Yes.
Jeff Muldour, Maria Muldour's husband,
Wow.
ex-husband, Gordon Bach, lots of famous people. Also, it's a venue for a lot of our local people. The chapel was designed in 1972-73 by a Cal Poly architecture class as a senior project.
Wow.
And it was built then that following year, 73, by a local architect and a group of local fellows, fishermen. They built the chapel for beer and pizza. Literally, there was no money to pay them. The stained glass was done by a woman, a local woman, and did, I think, a beautiful job.
I mean, since the time you started to now, how many weddings have gone through here, do you think?
Oh, that's a tough one. I myself, over the course of 34, 35 years, performed somewhere between 7,000 and 8,000
Wow.
weddings. Not all of them here,
Right.
but lots of them here.
Wow. You've got a little bit of everything in here.
One of the things we do at Coalesce, we have lots of gift items. We have CDs, we have gift items. We have books on tape,
Yes, pens,
pens.
greeting
We
cards.
have lots, we have a wonderful collection of greeting cards, if I don't say so myself. This is a big thing in bookstores these days, or in general these days, cookbook, or coloring books.
Yeah.
We have a brisk used book trade.
Okay.
People bring in whatever they have. We go through their books, we buy selectively. We're right on the coast, we have a focus on nautical books. We have a lot of kids' books. And we focus, and always have really since the beginning, focused on non-sexist books for kids, books in other languages, with an eye towards diversity.
I think anybody that ends up on the Embarcadero and doesn't make a little trip up a couple of streets to see this place is really missing out on something.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah.
Just steps away from Giovanni's Fish Market, we visit with Gio at his most recent endeavor, Stax Wine Bar and Bistro. Definitely the coolest wine bar in the Embarcadero. Stax has created the ideal combination for the unique Morro Bay experience. Cozy atmosphere, friendly staff, incredible tapas-style food, and of course, its impressive list of international and locally produced wines.
Wow, this looks one of my favorite things to eat is oysters on the half shell. And it doesn't get any fresher than right out there outside that window.
Yeah, so these are great. These are local grassy bar oysters. These are from our local oyster beds. So these are literally on the barge over to here every morning. Briny, salty, sweet, creamy. It's the perfect combination of all of them. You know, we do them with our homemade cocktail sauce, but really by themselves, they're creamy, almost have a cucumber note. And that's why I like to pair it with Prosecco. For me, bubbles and oysters, it just doesn't get any better. Try this Prosecco. This is basically Italy's version of champagne.
Wow, that's delicious. Kind of cantaloupe and
Kind of goes with the melon notes of the oysters.
Yeah, totally.
It's really creamy, soft. It doesn't attack your palate. Perfect pairing. I love this on like New Year's or birthday parties.
Oh, that's delicious. You know, you're this fishmonger by day and a sommelier by night, and like you're not busy enough. You open up this great little wine bar right here on the Embarcadero in Morro Bay. What was the onus to start this?
I thought, boy, Morro Bay needs a really cool, hip, vibey place that's unlike any other salty dive bar. We want to have something a little more upscale. A lot of my friends were winemakers. I was like, man, boom, makes sense, right? So we got about 120 wines on the wall. Some local, some imported. I didn't want to be stuck with just one region.
You kind of embrace the local artist here as well, too.
Always featuring like local artists on the wall, different kind of local wines, different specials, local musicians. I mean, we want to have the local vibe, but with that kind of upscale feel.
Yeah. What do we have here?
So the Sandy Santa Barbara Chardonnay, fantastic. Try this. Goes great with our chicken panini. We do roasted peppers and onions on this, little black truffle salt.
Great little panini. You
Try
make here.
this. You're gonna like this.
Yeah, one of the things I love about Stax is that it is a wine bar. You have 120 different varieties from all over the world, but secretly you have some really good food here. It's really, really delicious. It's a really good panini.
I like it so much, I'm gonna have a
Do
bite.
it, do it.
So this is our ultimate crostini. And this is a spin-off of our filet mignon crostini. So what we have here is our famous ciabatta bread sliced into crostini. We've got a little of the Sant'Agnara blue cheese on there. We've got a little Parmigiano Reggiano. We've got a grilled portobello mushroom, our famous filet mignon, a little black truffle salt, and our basil pistou on top. As you see, it looks beautiful, but it tastes amazing. Not overcooked. We've got a rare cooked filet. I've paired this today with the Curran Tempranillo. You can tell by the color, it's been sitting in barrel. It's a little more garnet. Really rich, goes great with meat, but it's not heavy, it's not brooding.
You know, delicious food, great wine, incredible guy. GeoFest. Following a long day of sightseeing and shopping, it's now time to lean back and enjoy a taste of elegance at Windows on the Water restaurant. The soothing atmosphere and stunning scenery are matched only by deliciously created meals, prepared with the best farm and sea has to offer. This is your office during the day. How beautiful is this?
Yes, this is my corner office during the day, and I love it. The only problem is once in a while, one of my buddies will go sailing by and I'll be going, damn, I'm still at the office. But if you're gonna have an office, this is a great place to be at.
See this gorgeous restaurant, beautiful view, but there's this giant cow in the front. What's up with the cows,
Oh yeah,
Lex?
our cow. The cow, it's a parade of cows, and it started in Chicago a bunch of years ago. And it's a way to do, it's a charity event. So it's really fun, and our cow is called Halfway Heifer, which is because we're halfway between Los Angeles and San Francisco. So the south side of the cow has all of the Los Angeles things on it, and the north side of the cow has, of course, you know, the giants and all of that.
The things that you're sourcing fresh fish every day. We're in the breadbasket of the world. How much of all of that, sourcing so close to this restaurant drives your culinary cuisine, basically?
These people come in and you know them, they're your friends. It's a stop, talk, how you doing, what's going on, you know, how's crop going, when's your first freeze, and all of that. And it's the same with the winemakers, it's the same with the fishermen. We get a fish order every day. I mean, Anthony Bourdain said you shouldn't eat fish on Monday. Well, you can have fish on Monday through Sunday here and not worry about it.
Yeah, we never liked him anyway, right? Looks like you're gonna make one of those classic French bouillabaisses. I'm excited, let's get into it.
We got some clams from up in New Zealand, green shells, which are really, really good. If you want, you could throw those ones in.
Yeah.
Kind of want them to start letting them open
up, right?
Then we'll throw some of the other fish. This is actually sunfish right here. Keep filling it up. Put it all in there.
Well done.
And here's the fun part. A little crostini on top of that.
Beautiful.
Now here's your Good stuff.
Yeah.
This is the red pepper tarui.
Wow, just looks delicious. Thank you so much for pairing this for us. Lex, what do you think? I mean, how do you match this up and pair us up with
You know, this is
your
one of
wine?
the tough jobs about being in the restaurant business is having to do this part. It looks like I'm going to be going to the gym tomorrow.
I'm with you.
I'm thinking the Pinot Noir with the bouillabaisse. It's big enough and it holds up well. But boy, you know, a good steak, Cabernet.
The bouillabaisse is just cooked to perfection, Chef. That's delicious. And you're right. This Pinot, wow. So Lex and Robert, I mean, if I came here on a Friday night for a special date, what would I see on the menu?
Well, you probably see a local halibut that we get caught out right here in the Pacific. We do steaks that actually we get from Painted Hills, which is actually a local venue around here, which they provide us really good meat.
Yeah, locally sourced stuff. And, you know, and Lex, how would you describe the cuisine
I mean,
here?
it's a Mediterranean, California cuisine. It's clean. It's perfectly done. It's not overdone. The fish, there's a couple signatures, you know, like our sand dabs. If we ever took sand dabs off the menu, I think they'd burn my house down.
Yeah.
Yes, they would.
Hey, thank you both for giving us a little sneak peek under our own window on the water. Thank you, Chef.
Cheers.
Awesome. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much, Lex.
You bet.
You guys.
Great to have you.
I feel like I'm sort of transported as botanical gardens in Europe or something. You know, if you closed your eyes and blinked, I don't know whether you'd be in San Francisco, San Sebastian in Spain. I feel like I got just transported to Monte Carlo or something, right? Blink your eyes and where are we? Somewhere in the Mediterranean. Wow. Join us next time as we continue our quest for fun and flavor. Order up! In the mountain town of Oakhurst, California. What I'm really looking forward to is going to taste that amazing wine that you made.
Well, let's do it.
Let's go.